16. A person possessed of yam and niyama, avoiding all company, having finished his course of study, delighting in truth and virtue, having conquered his anger, being engaged in the service of his spiritual instructor, and having been obedient to his parents, and well instructed in all the religious practices, and the knowledge of his order of life, should go to a sacred grove abounding in fruits, roots and water. There he should select a pleasant spot always resounding with the chanting of the Vedas, frequented by the knowers of Brahman that persevere in the duties of their orders of life and filled with fruits, roots, flowers and water. Else, either in a temple or on the banks of a river or in a village or in a town, he should build a beautiful monastery. It should be neither too long nor too high, should have a small door, should be besmeared well with cow dung, and should have every sort of protection. There, listening to the exposition of Vedanta, he should begin to practice yoga. In the beginning, having worshipped Vinayak, Ganesha, he should salute his Ishtadevta, tutelary deity, and sitting in any of the above-mentioned postures on a soft seat, facing either the east or the north, and having conquered them, the learned man, keeping his head and neck erect and fixing his gaze on the tip of his nose, should see the sphere of the moon between his eyebrows and drink the nectar flowing therefrom through his eyes. Inhaling the air through idea for the space of 12 matras, he should contemplate on the sphere of fire situated in the belly as surrounded with flames and having as its sidra. Then he should exhale it through pingla. Again inhaling it through pingla and retaining it within, he should exhale it through idea. For the period of 28 months, he should practice 6 times at every sitting through the 3 sandhyas, morning, noon and evening, and during the intervals. By this, the nadis becomes purified. Then the body becomes light and bright, the gastric fire is increased within, and there is the manifestation of nara, internal sound. 17. Pranayam is said to be the union of prana and apna. It is of 3 kinds: expiration, inspiration and cessation. They are associated with the letters of the Sanskrit alphabet for the right performance of pranayam. Therefore Pranav, Om, only is said to be pranayam. Sitting in the Padma posture, the person should meditate that there is at the tip of his nose Gayatri, a girl of red complexion surrounded by the numberless rays of the image of the moon and mounted on a hamsa, swan, and having a make in her hand. She is the visible symbol of the letter A. The letter U has as its visible symbol Savitri, a young woman of white color having a disc in her hand and riding on a Garuda, eagle. The letter M has as its visible symbol Saraswati, an aged woman of black color riding on a bull, having a trident in her hand. He should meditate that the single letter, the supreme light, the Pranav, Om, is the origin or source of these 3 letters A, U and M. Drawing up the air through idea for the space of 16 matras, he should meditate on the letter A during that time, retaining the inspired air for the space of 64 matras. He should meditate on the letter U during the time. He should then exhale the inspired air for the space of 32 matras, meditating on the letter M during that time. He should practice this in the above order over and over again. 18. Then, having become firm in the posture and preserved perfect self-control, the yogin should, in order to clear away the impurities of the Susumna, sit in the Padmasana, Padma posture, and having inhaled the air through the left nostril, should retain it as long as he can and should exhale it through the right. Then drawing it again through the right and having retained it, he should exhale it through the left in the order that he should draw it through the same nostril by which he exhaled it before and retained it. In this context, occur to memory the following verses. In the beginning, having inhaled the breath, prana, through the left nostril, according to the rule, he should exhale it through the other. Then having inhaled the air through the right nostril should retain it and exhale it through the other. To those who practice according to these rules through the right and left nostrils, the nadis become purified within 3 months. 19. He should practice cessation of breath at Simrise, in the midday, at sunset and at midnight slowly till 80 times a day, for 4 weeks. 20. In the early stages, perspiration is produced, in the middle stage the tremor of the body, and in the last stage levitation in the air. These results ensure out of the repression of the breath while sitting in the Padma posture.